Midgee the Cat was out in the garden one morning playing with Bumblebee. As they chased each other around, Midgee came across a strange sight. It was a round door with a sign that said Time Portal. He asked Bumblebee if he saw that here before. Bumblebee said he never saw it there. Cats are always very curious, and Midgee just had to investigate where it led. He stepped through and began walking. He came upon an ancient temple that was very beautiful. He decided to climb up the steps and investigate. The entrance was the most beautiful place he ever saw. He walked inside and found an ornate golden room. As he walked around, he was approached by a man in long robes who introduced himself as one of the temple keepers. He told Midgee that they had been waiting for him a long time. He picked Midgee up and took him to an outdoor terrace. He then told Midgee a story about an ancient scroll of wisdom that they needed help retrieving. He said that it was in a sacred shrine in a distant forest. The scroll was in a small opening at the base of the shrine, and they needed someone who could crawl through and pull the scroll out. Midgee said he would be happy to help. The temple keeper told him there was a room inside where the great sages had woven a magic carpet that could transport him to the far distant forest. He took Midgee inside and showed him the great sages and their magic carpet. Midgee sat on it and was amazed by how soft and beautiful it was. There, they introduced Midgee to a sage named Brahmin, guide him on his journey. They took the carpet outside and Brahmin sat down on it with Midgee. With a wave of Brahmin's hand, the carpet rose up into the air. They went flying toward the distant forest. Brahmin told Midgee they would be meeting the great forest sadhu that would lead them to the shrine. They landed on a forest path and were greeted by the great forest sadhu. He said he was expecting them. The sadhu invited Midgee to meditate with him to prepare their minds for the journey. After that, they walked down the pathway to the shrine. He showed Midgee the small opening he needed to enter to retrieve the ancient Scroll of Widsdom. It was very dark, but Midgee summoned his courage and crawled inside. A few minutes later, Midgee returned holding the scroll. Brahmin gasped with joy, and they thanked the forest sadhu and walked back to the carpet and flew joyfully back to the temple. The sages rewarded Midgee with beautiful gifts of a robe and a jeweled collar. He then went back down this staircase and back through the portal. When Midgee made it home, he was very tired and laid down to sleep. Midgee's human came in the room and saw him laying down on his golden robe and jewel-encrusted collar, and wondered where he had gotten them from. The end.